UFC legend Dan the Beast Severn at the MMA Expo in Pennsylvania. Dan, what did you think of this whole expo? It was a great fan interaction type of thing. What was your opinion on it?
Well, it's my first time. I'm not certain if it's the first annual, second, or third, but you know, it's a great to be here. What I think I appreciate more out of being at something like this is that fans got a chance to see Dan Severn, the competitor. Now they get to really meet Dan Severn, the individual. You know, they actually have a sense of humor. You know, they ask me about some of the exploits of what were your favorite match, or you know, just other things, or to actually share a little bit of the mat space and do a little mini seminar and realize there is a brain that goes with the bronze.
And really quickly, what do you think is the biggest difference between UFC when you competed and today's game in UFC?
There's a vast number of differences from what I originally became about with the no holds barred as compared to the mixed martial arts. Mixed martial arts, what the fans watch today, had approximately 37 rules, weight classes, time periods, and wearing the gloves. Back from the no holds barred era of fighting, you know, there were only 2 rules: no biting, no eye gouging. That was in the rules. Anything else you could possibly do and let your imagination go wild, you were good to go. No weight classes, no time periods, bare knuckled, and you didn't fight one man in a night.
Tournament style.
3 men in less than 2 hours. So there are a lot of differences, but it had to change in order to survive. And so this evolution that took place, athletes were categorized as either being a striker, could have been a boxer, kickboxer, Muay Thai, karate, kung fu, or a grappler, a wrestler, judo, jiu-jitsu, sambo practitioner. But you soon realize the match starts on feet, so the grapplers realize, wow, I need survival skills so I can get to that clinch, that takedown, so that now I can really utilize my skills. Then you had the boxers, the kickboxers that realize, gee, if I get clinched or get jammed up against the cage wall or get taken down, I need survival skills. So that's truly when this blending and this evolution came. So now the product that the fans see nowadays is a true element of mixed martial arts. And I actually think in another, say, 3 to 5 years, you'll see even a more unique athlete evolve from there.
How high can the sport of MMA go?
Well, I mean, the sport of MMA go, I will believe it will reach its utopia when you see a Super Bowl style of an event, where they have to rent a football coliseum, where you have 100,000 people in attendance, and then you have millions others that are actually buying the pay-per-view because they could not buy a ticket. So what WrestleMania did for professional world, I do believe there could be a Super Bowl or MMA Mania event that eventually will happen.
Great, thank you. And what do we have here today?
What?
What's the name of the site?
Name? WillFightForMoney.com.
And what is that? What exactly is that?
Money, it's the best mixed martial arts clothing line out of Western New York. No, out of all New York, out of the whole U.S. You can check it out, WillFightForMoney.com, or check out the Knockout Factory, and you'll see us ladies.
This isn't ultimate fighting. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. I said something like this in that Fight Nerd interview. This is a sport. The other night some kid came in here and said, you have no jiu-jitsu, I'm this person's brother-in-law. Good kid. He's 0-2 as a pro apparently. But he was telling me over this counter how he could do this and this to me, and I said, well, show me in here. And we went in the cage, and I guillotined him and tapped him in 7 seconds. This isn't ultimate fighting. That ring, that cage, it's sports. You can tap out. How many times do I have to say this? You can give up. No one's going to keep kicking you and break your skull and separate your palate from your skull and knock your teeth out. No one's going to stab you right through your body till you hear it hitting the cement floor because you tapped, because you're sick, because you don't want to fight, because you have to train for 6 weeks and you're not ready. When they come for you, whatever set, whatever they are, say, get your shit and meet me in the TV room in the yard, you better meet him, or you're gonna die right there on the spot. That's how I go in these fights. I'm not going in there to shake your hand, or to wait until I feel tired, to give up. I'm going in there to leave you laying on that floor, so you never bother me again. And so no one else will bother me again, because they see what the fuck happened to you. And now I'm learning this shit, and I'm training. So I'll do your sports, because that's what it is, sports. You got a padded floor, you got a ref. And like I keep saying, no steel edges to cut your face, shatter your skull while you're fighting. Nobody will stab you while you're fighting their man. MMA is a sport, and this is the sport I am coming into. And for real, you guys aren't ready for what I'm bringing.
You're going to be drinking protein shakes all day, all night. You know you're going to spend all your money on these cans, right? Especially this is a good one. Gaspari Nutrition. Everybody knows Rich Gaspari, the Dragon Slayer. His stuff is top of the line, right? Why are you going to pay full price for it? Go to bestpricenutrition.com. That's bestpricenutrition.com. Check out. They have all the flavors. Gaspari, Myofusion, Advanced Muscle Building Protein. Check out their stuff. You're not going to be disappointed. Trust me. Strawberries and cream. This is one. Gone. I got rid of it right away. Trust me. Chocolate's fantastic too. BestPriceNutrition.com. Check them out on MuscleSport Mag. And let them know when you purchase from them, you're going to get the best price for your nutrition. And you heard it here on MuscleSport TV. I know it's the big thing. Everybody loves it. Everybody that says they're the biggest sports fans, they're in these fantasy leagues. Well, you know what? I have no time to be bothered with fantasy baseball, football, hockey, basketball, croquet, whatever. I don't have time for this. I remember I first heard about this stuff back in 1990. Somebody says, hey, you want to join my rotisserie baseball league? And I looked at him and I was like, what the fuck is that? Rotisserie, it sounds like some kind of thing that, I believe it's some kind of like cooking device that you make some kind of like effeminate dishes in. It sounds like some kind of thing that popped out of France somewhere and has no place in my kitchen. All right? I have fantasies, but they have nothing to do with football players. All right? So if I'm going to do anything that has the word fantasy attached to it, it's going to have a lot more juice involved than stuff with the baseball diamonds and football fields. So to everybody out there that has a fantasy football fetish and you guys are like go crazy over this and I got the Saints defense and my running back is LT and my quarterback is Eli, well, good for you. You know what? I don't sit there on Sunday afternoon watching a ball game saying, oh boy, I hate the Dolphins, but I hope their running back gets 3 touchdowns today so I can get all of these freaking points on my fucking fantasy football roster. Have a lot of fun with it, dude. I could give a flying shit about it. If you don't like it, too fucking bad. This is why. This is the MuscleSport TV rant.